Okay, very different workout today, real strength and conditioning based, so very functional stuff, kind of athlete based training. I'll put the entire link in the description just because there was a mixture of plyometric works, jumping for height, jumping for distance, working on explosiveness. Again, very different to the normal hypertrophy, fat burning style stuff I do. This probably doubles over as a fat burning workout because my heart rate was about 90%. But the main focus of today's workout was working on explosiveness, trying to get things like my straight jump and stuff higher. I did some bodyweight work to finish in, just a push up, a seated row, and bodyweight squats. 25 reps, 4 rounds, just kind of like a bodyweight finisher. It wasn't really strength and conditioning based. It's just I like to kind of work to muscle failure in most of my workouts as often as I can. But as I said, I'm going to put the entire link in the description. So if this is YouTube, just check the link in the description. If you're watching on Facebook, click into the YouTube link and you'll see the entire workout in the description below. Oh, that workout absolutely killed me. Again, a very strength and conditioning. What the fuck is on my neck? My neck's all red. All right. A very strength and conditioning based workout. I've talked about this before in videos in the past. Again, I know my page has grown a lot since I've talked about it, but make sure that your goals and your training is always aligned with one another. It's funny because people always come up to me in the gym. They're like, "Holy fuck!" I had a young guy come up to me and he was like, "Goes, how the fuck are you even able to do those box jumps?" Because I added on another 175 after and started doing sets of 3 for like up to like shoulder width from a standing jump. Again, to work on explosiveness because obviously I'm back playing sport now. It's for function. And when you look like a bodybuilder, people think that's the way you train. Excuse me. People think that's the way you train. And I did it for years, you know, where I trained as a bodybuilder and was playing sport and playing football, and it completely ruined my whole performance because you're going in one plane of motion and then you're not aligned with what you should be training for. So if you're training for sport, for football, rugby, soccer, hurling, it doesn't matter, make sure your training program's in alignment with that. Because if you're doing bodybuilding work and one plane of motion movements and you're not working in the right parameters and you're tearing too many fibers and not doing the style of training that you need to do, you're going to hinder your performance. You're going to tighten up muscles, which is going to tighten up joints and ligaments, and you're probably going to increase your risk of injury. It's what happened to me. I had 3 knee surgeries from, again, weight training incorrectly for years, and my performance suffered as a result. So just keep in mind, make sure that your training program is overlined with your goals. If you're a sports person, make sure you're training for sport. If you're training to look better, make sure that you're in alignment with training to look better. So hope that helps. Post-workout meal, the clean cut meals guys sent me out like a stack of meals for the next 3 days. Mostly carb and protein meals, obviously because of my strength and conditioning training. I bumped up my carbs. So this one post-workout is going to be sweet potato, chicken and mixed veg. Around 30 grams of carbs, 50 to 60 grams of protein. Again, I know the macros, I don't track them, but I kind of have an idea, and I put them on my Snapchat just for anyone that is getting started, that they can get an idea of what kind of macros to take in for a certain style of training. Similar to what I talked about in the training video, your nutrition should be max up to or in line with whatever you're doing. Again, I've made the fucking mistake myself when I go low carb because I was following a bodybuilding plan, and then I was trying to play football and play sport at the time, and it's a disaster because the glycogen levels are so depleted. You're tapping into fat stores where you train, so you're getting leaner and looking better, but your performance is shit because you're running off fumes. So make sure that your training program and your nutrition is in alignment with whatever your goals are. So if it's to get leaner, you obviously want to align it with that. If it's for performance, you want to align it with that. And if it's a combination of both, things like carb cycling and just timing macros is going to give you a massive benefit in both sides. You'll be able to get leaner and actually improve your sporting performance. So I hope that helps. Absolute fucking flip side of buying the house next to the fucking race course. So anyone in Ireland, is the Galway races this week. So you could probably hear my fucking rendition of My Girl. My balcony overlooks the Clayton Hotel. So yeah, it's fucking it's going to be a long night tonight of fucking 80s music, breaking out some fucking Billie Jean and Flashdance. But I hope this vlog helps. I put up my Snapchat today because I opened it up for a Q&A. So if you're not following me on Snapchat, go check that out. I open that 3-4 times a week just for Q&As. And a lot of feedback from footballers and hurlers about it. So hopefully this vlog helps you guys. As I said, the key take-home point is make sure you're overlapping your training with your goals and your nutrition with your goals. That goes for everybody in every walk of life or whatever your goals are. But I did this one specifically for athletes because my bread and butter is sport. My bread and butter was Gaelic football. That's what I was raised playing. It's what I played for years. You know, I went through 3 knee surgeries. I've had dislocations, breaks. I've worked through it. And a lot of it was probably preventative if I had just been doing the right things in the gym and eating well and fueling my body as I should have been. So I hope this helps a lot of you guys, just so particularly some of the younger guys, even not even the younger guys. I know a lot of people that you might not need to know about the nutrition side and that it's going to help you. So think about what I said, making sure your carbohydrates are high, making sure your training is in alignment, making sure you're doing things like your foam roll and myofascial release to prevent the injuries as well. So again, hope this helps you. Again, thanks for everyone for watching. If you've got any questions on what you'd like to see me do in these vlogs, put them down below. Again, I kind of kept this one a bit more GA focused because that's what people have been asking for. So put in the comments down below on Facebook or YouTube because I read them all. I try and reply to everyone. And I do try and I listen to what you guys say, and I do the vlogs depending on what you want. So thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll come at you tomorrow with another vlog.